The town of New Norcia is located about 130 k's to the north of Perth, along the Great Northern Highway. It's the only monastic town in Australia. Way back in January 1846, a couple of Spanish Benedictine monks, one Dom Rosendo Salvado and the other Dom Jose Benito Serra, turned up in Perth with a large party of Catholic missionaries under Perth's first bishop, John Brady. Now, after about a month, the monks headed out into the bush, led by a couple of Aboriginal trackers, where they lived a mostly nomadic lifestyle. Then in March 1847, they established a permanent camp on the banks of the Moore River. This building was originally a guest house for parents visiting students at St Gertrude's and St Ildefonsus colleges. It was completed around 1927. The building was bare brick for nearly 30 years. Then it was cement rendered and painted, along with other renovations. And for many years it operated as a hotel for the community. This building here was St Gertrude's College for Girls. This is the back of the building. It opened in 1908 with accommodation for 125 girls. And like the hotel, the building was constructed of bricks made here in New Norcia. It was run by the Sisters of St Joseph, who left in 1977 following the amalgamation with St Ildefonsus College in 1975 to form the co-educational Salvado College. Looks like this little building is where they keep all the goodies before they're restored. Burials here at the cemetery date back to the 1860s and include some 130 Benedictine monks and sisters, pioneers of Victoria Plains and Aborigines who lived and worked at the mission. Now, like St Gertrude's, St Ildefonsus was designed by Bishop Torres with assistance from a Spanish architect, Enrique Sagnier. The building was made from stone quarried from north of the town and locally made bricks. Teaching at the college was done by the Maris brothers from 1913 to 1964. After the amalgamation, it became known as St Benedict's Boys' Residence. After the school closed in 1992, it's been used as a school camp facility. This building was the handball courts and a shelter arcade, and was built soon after St Ildefonsus College was completed in October 1913. This was the education centre. Have a look at that. This building was the old flour mill. This building was built in 1860 and was the original police station, quarters and lock-up for the town until 1900. It was then used as a residence for farm employees. The Thompson family for 40 years and the Kellys for 30. Built in the 1850s, this was the first flour mill in New Norcia, and it was operated by horsepower. The horse was harnessed to a shaft and walked around in circles, driving a series of cogs and shafts to an internal grinding wheel. This is the blacksmith shop. It was built in 1869 to replace the earlier one that burnt down the same year. The original walls were made of local bricks, laid in a mud mortar finished with render to protect them. The timber roof structure was covered in jarrah shingles. Inside here they used to make horseshoes, hardware and tools, repairing carts and wagons, wheels, machinery until the 1960s. By 2000, the building was in poor condition and only used as storage. In 2010, it was restored with the assistance of friends in New Norcia. The red brick building was built as a new workshop for olive oil production and for carpentry in 1926-27. Most of the machinery installed back then for the carpenters is still in place, but no longer in use. They used to process the olives into oil here, and now they're taken to York for crushing and processing with modern machinery. They still do the settling and bottling here in the olive workshop. This building was built initially as an infirmary for the monastic community, with 4 separate rooms for sick monks and a room for their carer. As the community expanded in the 1870s, this building was put up as a separate accommodation for those beginning their monastic life. Now, as far as I can make out, this is the Benedictine monastery, where on the 1st of March 1847, Dom Rosendo Salvado and Dom Joseph Serra laid the foundation stone for a permanent mission building. They began work on this abbey church in the 1850s, of contemporary Georgian design and a Latin flavoured facade and bell tower. The church has been extended over the years, with the latest addition at the rear, built to house a massive church organ brought back from Germany in the 1920s. This was the mission cottage. Two rooms in each. The roof was originally made from rushes, but due to the fire risks, they changed them to shingles. Jarrah shingles, I believe. St Joseph's Orphanage was a school for Aboriginal girls, and it started here in 1861. It complemented St Mary's on the northern end of town, which was run by the monks and catered to Aboriginal boys. It was converted into the New Norcia Museum and Art Gallery in 1978. And here we have the old trading post. It now houses an art collection and an artist in residence.